Right now, as you watch this, the skies over northern Israel are on fire. Hezbollah has launched what military analysts are calling one of the most coordinated missile attacks in years. We're talking hundreds of rockets, multiple cities under threat, and a region already soaked in tension, now pushed to the absolute edge. Hezbollah, the Iran-backed militant group operating out of southern Lebanon, launched a massive, coordinated missile barrage targeting northern Israel and beyond. The attack came without warning. Israel's Iron Dome defense system lit up the night sky trying to intercept the incoming fire. But some got through. Tonight, we'll take you through every detail. What weapons were used, which cities were hit, how Israel is responding, and the chilling question every world leader is asking right now. Is this the beginning of something far worse? Let's get straight to it. Here's what we know. In the early hours of this morning, Israeli time, Hezbollah launched a barrage described by Israeli military officials as massive and multi-directional. Missiles, rockets, and armed drones were fired simultaneously from multiple launch points inside southern Lebanon. The towns of Kiryat Shmona, Nahariya, and Acre were among the first to report incoming fire. Air raid sirens screamed across the region. Millions of Israelis ran to bomb shelters, some in the middle of the night. Some didn't make it in time. Let that sink in. Families, children, woken from their sleep by the sound of war raining down from the sky. Israeli military sources say the attack included Falak rockets, a type of weapon that can reach over 10 kilometers, as well as longer-range precision-guided missiles capable of striking deep into Israeli territory. This was not a random fire. This was a plan. Now, let's talk about what Hezbollah actually fired, because this is what makes this attack different. For years, Hezbollah has stockpiled a terrifying arsenal. Intelligence estimates put their weapons count at over 150,000 rockets and missiles. That's more than most nation-states. Among the weapons used tonight, Birkin rockets, massive, powerful munitions nicknamed volcanoes because of the enormous craters they leave behind. These are not just scare weapons. They're designed to cause maximum structural damage, and intelligence officials are warning of something even more alarming: the possibility that Hezbollah has now deployed Iranian-supplied precision-guided missiles, weapons that can hit a specific building, in a specific city, with terrifying accuracy. Israel did not sit still. Within minutes of the first launches, the Israeli Air Force was in the skies. The Iron Dome, the world's most battle-tested missile defense system, intercepted dozens of incoming projectiles. Videos flooding social media showed the iconic white streaks of interceptor missiles lighting up the sky like fireworks. Except these fireworks mean life and death. But no missile defense system is perfect. Israeli emergency services confirmed that some rockets impacted residential areas, buildings damaged, roads destroyed, and, tragically, casualties reported. We will update those numbers as they come in. Israeli Prime Minister Naim addressed the nation, saying, and I'm paraphrasing, "Israel will not absorb attacks without cost. Every missile fired at our citizens will be answered 10 times over." Strong words, and based on what we're seeing on the ground, backed up by action. But here's the problem with escalation. Every action triggers a reaction. Every Israeli strike gives Hezbollah a reason, or an excuse, to fire again. And the spiral continues. Washington, D.C., the White House released a statement strongly condemning the Hezbollah attack, reaffirming, quote, Israel's right to self-defense. The Pentagon confirmed that additional U.S. naval assets remain in the region, positioned as a deterrent against broader conflict. Multiple senior senators are calling for increased military aid to Israel tonight. Tehran, Iran. Not a single word of condemnation from the Iranian government. Instead, state media in Iran called tonight's attack a legitimate act of resistance. This is not surprising. Hezbollah is widely considered an Iranian proxy, funded, armed, and politically supported by Tehran. The United Nations Secretary-General called for immediate de-escalation and urged both sides to step back from the brink. The UN Security Council has called an emergency session. But let's be honest, international statements have rarely stopped missiles in flight. Meanwhile, in Beirut, Lebanon, the streets are tense but quiet. Many Lebanese citizens are deeply conflicted. They do not want war, they did not vote for Hezbollah's decision, and yet they now face the reality of Israeli retaliatory strikes hitting their territory. Doctor, give it to us straight. How significant is tonight's attack, on a scale of regional flashpoints you've seen over the years? This is a 10. What we saw tonight wasn't just a barrage, it was a demonstration of capability. Hezbollah is signaling that it can strike anywhere in northern Israel, with precision, at scale, and simultaneously. That's a message to Israel, yes, but it's also a message to the United States and to Iran's other adversaries in the region. Is this connected to what's happening in Gaza? Is Hezbollah opening a second front? The question everyone is asking, are we looking at a full-scale war between Israel and Lebanon? We are at the closest point to that outcome since 2006. The difference today is that the weapons are more powerful, the regional alliances are more entrenched, and the political will for restraint, on all sides, is at a historic low. What happens in the next 48 to 72 hours will define this conflict's trajectory. Tonight, the Middle East stands at a crossroads. Missiles flew, lives were shaken, and decisions made in the next 48 hours could echo for decades. We will continue to monitor every development, the casualties, the retaliatory strikes, the diplomatic scrambles, and the quiet decisions being made behind closed doors that the public never hears about. We will bring it all to you, but we need you to stay with us. If this story matters to you, and it should, because instability in the Middle East touches every part of the world, then subscribe to this channel right now. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a breaking update. We go live the moment something changes. And tell us, in the comments below, do you think Israel will launch a full-ground offensive into Lebanon? Or will diplomacy pull this back from the edge? Sound off. Your voice matters here.